The Justice Files. The Justice Files. The Justice Files. The Justice Files. You got no damn right. The Justice Files.
Disclaimer. The information in this video is not meant as legal advice and is not meant to harass anyone. Rather, it is an attempt to make a lawful private arrest according to the rule of law. I don't point the finger at anyone specifically when I say that we live in an age of dark crime driven by an explosion in secret societies, secret practices of satanic worship, and widespread official corruption. The multiple offenders of established satanic ritual abuse are often described as members of a cult or satanic group. Parents, family members, clergy, civic leaders, police officers, or individuals wearing police uniforms and other prominent members of society are frequently described as present at and participating in the exploitation. Law enforcement officers deal within the criminal justice system where the levels of proof necessary are reasonable suspicion, probable cause, and beyond a reasonable doubt, because the consequences, criminal investigation, search and seizure, arrest, incarceration, are so great. Chapter 29 of the 1225 Magna Carta highlights the importance of individual rights, and the common law is the surest sanctuary that a man can take and the strongest fortress to protect the weakest of all. It is the right of everyone to have their goods, lands, families, body, life, and honor protected from injury and wrong, and became the law of the land in the year 1215, when it was declared that all judgments contrary to it are declared void. Maine Title 16, Section 402 says that every court of this state shall take judicial notice of the common law and statutes of every state, territory, and other jurisdiction of the United States. To no one will we sell. To no one will we refuse or delay right or justice. Some of the evidence presented is done under fair use that permits the use of copyrighted and other material to achieve a public benefit. I, Randy LaHoo, call to order my internationally recognized common law court of record, organized under the law of nations, to hear witness evidence. I will be the first witness providing testimony and evidence in this record marked as Witness Exhibit 1. I swear that to the best of my ability, I am providing statements and information that are the undisputed truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And I give this testimony of my own free will and do so without reservation, per penalty of perjury, as it is now presented before this court, having proper common law jurisdiction for the purpose of effecting a lawful private arrest that's part of a continuing common law, fresh pursuit of known violators. This is my witness statement of truth. I have first-hand knowledge and evidence showing that federal and state crimes were committed in Sanford, Maine in 2017 by municipal officers and their employees who erected barriers to equal justice, retaliated against their victims, and investigated themselves in secret chambers while withholding relevant evidence from the proper law enforcement authorities and from the people who deserve full public disclosure. That is their collective right to informed consent and self-determination for the common defense and general welfare for our posterity, that the selling of one's oath of office by virtue of unwarranted concealment creates a danger to the public and their common interests. Probable cause evidence. On October 19th, 2017, during lease negotiations, the Cockpit Cafe, a restaurant located in the city's airport terminal, gave to the City of Sanford its response to their draft lease, saying in part, "We have a number of concerns that must be addressed before we can consider signing a lease proposal, because it's far removed from our collective understandings. It places certain requirements upon the tenant that are not proper, given the layout of the city's on-airport restaurant facility and the rights of each party. It also contains material differences from what the city publicly advertised for in their request for proposals, their RFP." The next day, on October 20th, City of Sanford, in response to this answer, mailed to Cockpit Cafe a bogus $12,586,000 bill for a back rent miscalculation that fraudulently changes the calculation contained in the original lease from being an annual rental on a monthly basis to a monthly rental on an annual basis. The following has been discovered in a recent review of your current lease agreement. $217 for past 58 months, or $12,586 in total back rent, to be addressed at a later time. Effective immediately and for the remainder of the current lease term, and in full effect from this point forward, rent for the Cockpit Cafe will be increased $217 a month to $1,302 per month. This letter was sent certified mail, return receipt, and it was also emailed. That demand for payment was a completely bogus claim for payment. I believe that payment, that letter, is evidence of forgery and of fraud. As proof that the letter was completely false, on November 15th, 2017, the Sanford City Manager wrote an email to the Cockpit Cafe, item number 4. By error, Ms. Rogers misrepresented the lease and charged you $1,302 for the month of November 2017. Item 4A, corrections, overpayment of $217 for the month of November, $1,302 paid less actual of $1,085. Item 6. There is no back rent due pursuant to any error made by the city in the calculation, interpretation of the lease. I do not believe that we are now in disagreement. I apologize for errors pertaining to the calculation of your monthly rental. The original lease for the Cockpit Cafe reads Article 1, leased premises, 1,200 square feet. Article 4, rents and payments. An annual rental on a monthly basis for each calendar year. A rate of $10 per square foot. That totals $1,000 per month or $12,000 per year.
The Justice Files. The Justice Files. The Justice Files. The Justice Files. You got no damn right. The Justice Files.